While drills are great, it's probably really important to use several different people involved, defense and offense. We want to practice high-level stuff, and behind me, we've got some high-level concepts going on. Everybody wants to be a good one-on-one player, but do you want to be an efficient one-on-one player? Here, we're learning how to use the offense that's presented. We have a down screen in the form of chair behind me, and Connor, who's on offense, or Ben, who's on offense, is being defended, and that defender is denying. That means overplaying, staying between the ball and the person they're guarding. Certainly, there are issues when we address deny. So we have to go over the small details. These guys are going to help us with that. Not only do we have deny defense and one-on-one, if I'm going to be an efficient one-on-one player, I want to take as few dribbles as possible before executing my shot. It's important when defense shuts me down that I be able to pass the ball. So vision is important. In this drill, we have some situations where the defense will shut the offense down, and then they're passing to an open player who is moving without the ball according to the ball's location. This is really important. Bronwyn behind me is the open player moving without the ball and using a screen being set by Charlotte. She's going to receive the ball and execute a catch and shoot or taking it to the basket. All of this stuff has to be done against defense. It has to be practiced incessantly, and we got to do it with our knees bent and speed. That's what we learned in HomeWork Hoops, and this is our high-level training stuff. Okay, you're receiving the screen while watching what's going on and jogging like this. You need to pass the ball, see the screen, come off hard like this every single time. It doesn't matter what's going on over there. You gotta be honest and execute your duties as player moving without the ball, okay? When you set the screen, the whole point of the screen is that this is a defender. You're on her team on offense, so you're gonna put this defender between your two legs, and then she's gonna make contact on this shoulder, and once she makes contact, you're gonna step to the ball. Okay, so we'll do an example where I'll be in it, and I'll show you what you should be doing and how you should do it. Let's do this. Use my screen. Then I go rebound as she takes it to the basket. The ball, chin it, turn around, and then pass it back to her and sprint back to my spot. If Ben's gonna do a great job defensively on a superior offensive player, then he wants to touch a lot. He wants to have contact. Now, certainly he has team defensive principles he has to take care of, but at the same time, he wants to be active with his hands and his feet and get contact. So if Connor's over here and Ben's in a deny position, one of the things he wants to do is apply pressure and touch in different spots. But the touch at a high level, the touch is almost going to be a bit of a shove. But he doesn't want to maintain that position because then the offensive guy can take advantage of that hook in his elbow, get him off balance as Connor just did, and get an advantage. So Ben wants to be touching him, and denying, and seeing the whole floor with his head on a swivel all the time. And that's hard to do. It takes a lot of energy, but if you're going to defend at a high level, then that's what you're going to get done. While training a lot of kids, this defensive stuff, denying somebody who's very good, can get very frustrating. It's important that we understand that we have to try and try and try again. We're gonna try and get beat by a great offensive player, but that one stop may happen at the end of the game. that one stop if we never give up. So it's important not to let obstacles get in our way. We negotiate obstacles. One of the obstacles is this screen. Now Ben has to fight around this screen and then try to get back and close out on his offensive player. This is really hard to do, and things go wrong. When things go wrong, you work through it. So if you don't have a teammate who has taken up your spot, then you must continue to get that closeout and box out or go get the board. One of the two, but giving up never works out at the end of games. So we want to train ourselves to never give up, execute the duty and the task all the way to its completion, whether you're successful or not. So you're looking for this, and then you're looking for this on every play. Okay? Let's go. Some of the concepts happening in this drill, offensively, we have a passer who's passing to someone who's closely defended. They're receiving a screen. In this case, it's Bronwyn receiving the screen from Charlotte. When she receives the pass, she's ready to shoot. So she's looking at a catch and shoot. She's got her knees bent, her eyes are focused on the rim, and she's gonna go through all of the important details for good shooting. But of course, we have to assume shots are gonna miss. That's why Charlotte is here, ready for the rebound. If she gets it, she's gonna chin it and then make a decision whether she wants to shoot it or pass it back out to an open teammate. So in this drill, we see a lot of that happening. Let's go from the top and see that one more time. We're fortunate to have Connor Wood, former Shake True Hoops alum and 5-time CIS champion at Carleton, as well as 2017 Player of the Year. This guy is the best player in the country. He's with us. He's going to give us a tip or two on how to be a more efficient offensive player in a down screen situation.
My name is Connor Wood. I'm going to talk to you some of my tips coming off the down screen. So when I'm coming off the down screen, what I like to do is read my defender as much as possible. So most guys will either gap or chase. So I'm going to make a read. If he starts to gap as I get to the screen, I want to plant, make that read. If he gaps, I'm flaring out, trying to catch with my offside hand, looking to shoot or play. If he chases me, I'm going to get as tight as I can to the screen, curl the corner, and go attack the rim.
Okay, so Bryce, some of the things that you're gonna try to do is more or less stay on the ground. You're not really taller than him, right? So as he comes around and he gets into his jump shot, you're gonna try to get that long arm in his face, but stay low, challenge the shot, and then go find his body, okay? Figure out what you're gonna do as you catch the ball, then go execute it right away. Yes, yes, Bryce, that's good defense. Okay, hang on. In this situation, he's bigger than you. You're trying to battle him with strength, but you're going to lose because he weighs more than you. So you want to be more active. As he hold you off, knock the arm up, and drop down low. But instead of leaning down like this, just drop. There. Now, you got a chance to apply a little pressure to this hip and push him a little further. So instead of trying to push him up, hit this up, drop low, try to push, and now you're through, okay? Because you're not going to win the battle of weight. Understand?
Ball for All is a basketball program opening new doors for youth participants. We provide access to basketball skills training, fitness education, and nutritional instruction through programs available to all youth who wish to participate. We instill values of social awareness, teamwork, and the importance of giving back. Located in Guelph, Ontario, Canada, Ball for All draws on great basketball instructors, dedicated volunteers, and conscientious sponsors to make a difference in the lives of its participants.
I've been training basketball players for probably 25, 30 years, and it occurred to me over the course of some time that I was looking at, an all-star list of kids that I had helped out, and I realized that they all came from means.
And the whole idea of Ball for All is that it's opportunities for students who might not otherwise be able to play basketball, don't have the finances, don't have the opportunity. So with transportation provided, with the gym provided, with coaching all set up for them, without the financial cost is what it's really all about.
Basketball is a great activity for getting physical exercise, for teaching discipline, for teaching us about teamwork, and for helping us understand the value of good nutrition in our optimal performance.
I have some kids that have managed to make themselves good enough so that they can qualify to attend private schools.
David, at 12 years old, was offered a scholarship to private school based on his basketball.
On the horizon, those kids are going to learn a whole bunch of things that have nothing to do with basketball. But through basketball as the vehicle, they've allowed themselves to have greater opportunities for life success.
It's taught me to be more responsible. The drills you do, he tells you to do them at home, so you take responsibility to get yourself better.
Youth are 20% of our population, 100% of our future. They are our leaders.
Core values for basketball and Ball for All: self-improvement, self-discipline, learning how to improve and the mechanisms involved, and truly for myself, understanding the value of the information that you're receiving in order to allow yourself the biggest chance to maximize your potential. We're in Guelph right now. I used to play for the local team, the University of Guelph Griffins, and I like to keep in contact. We have a great guest speaker today, Daniel Dooley, 5th-year starting point guard at Guelph, and he's gonna give us some tips on a few things. Daniel?
Hi there. As Shake said, my name's Daniel Dooley. I play at the University of Guelph, 5th-year point guard. Just want to say thank you to Shake for having me out today. Today I just wanted to just talk to these kids about what it means to be a point guard and how to become a better leader and team guy on the floor. And then also I just want to give them some on-the-ball defensive tips. First of all, we're just going to talk about defense. The one thing I've learned a few things at Guelph. I came in not really a good defender. I'm still not the best, but I think I've improved in a couple different things on the defensive end. The main thing for me is whenever I'm guarding someone, I always try to keep my eyes on their chest. So a lot of guys want to square you up and give you all these different types of dribble moves, and they may fake you out. But what I've learned playing against some really good guards in the OUA and even in tournaments out west and out east, just got to be locked into their chest. So no matter what moves they make, you're always squared to their body, and it doesn't matter if they give you a crossover or a hesitation. I just keep my eyes on their front chest, and yeah, I get beat sometimes, everyone does, but I think that helps my mental side of the game, just because I think playing defense it's a lot mental too. Yeah, it's physical, you have to be quick, you have to be strong, but I think the main thing is you have to be really smart with it too, because there's a lot of guys quicker than me, there's a lot of guys that are probably more athletic than me, but sometimes when I stop guys and get defensive stops or steals or tips or anything like that, I think it's because I kind of know what move they're gonna make, and I'm just locked in on their chest. And as I said, it doesn't matter if they give me a million through the legs, behind the back, spin moves, anything like that. I just try to stay focused and locked in on that part. Another thing for defense, I always try to stay low, because whenever I have a bad habit, whenever someone used to attack me, I would sometimes open up my hips, and that would give the offensive player an advantage just to get to the lane or make it a good decision, maybe make a pull-up jump shot. But I've learned over the years, I still struggle with it sometimes, but I'm definitely better at when I'm guarding someone one-on-one. I try to just stay low and stay square to wherever their feet are set. Like, I don't really force them one side or the other. I just try to stay square to their body, and no matter what move they make, no matter what direction they go, I try to keep my 2 feet square with their body. So yeah, they may get me a couple of times, but I feel like that's very important. Just staying square to the body, and being physical too, because you can't, there's a lot of guys that I play against that are probably a bit bigger in terms of like strength maybe, and maybe a bit taller. Like sometimes I have to guard the shooting guards, maybe even the wings. So I can't be afraid to use my body and use my strength towards other guards that I'm playing, because sometimes I'm guarding guys like 5'10" that are just quick and really good shooters. Other times I'm guarding guys like 6'2", 6'3" that are athletic, that are slashers, that can do a lot. But I just try to keep my mindset always the same for, it doesn't matter who I'm guarding, I just have to focus on the basics of staying low and just staying square at all times to my offensive player's game.
Perfect. Up the floor, get a layup. Beautiful.
Okay, yeah, so maybe in the future you'll be a point guard, but the main thing I learned growing up as a kid, whenever I got like an inbounds pass or something, I never wanted to dribble as soon as I got it, because as you get older, especially the league I'm in now, a lot of teams like to pick up full court. So I'm usually getting pressured when I get the inbounds pass, so I kind of got to square up first, see everything like down the floor, get my eyes up before I make any sort of dribble move or whatever, because if I get the inbounds pass and I dribble right away, a defender may be right here, and it could be a turnover easily, right? So I usually just try to get the habit of catching the inbounds, maybe squaring up first, seeing what options I have up the floor, and if it's just a one-on-one, I'll probably just take it myself, but if someone's available and someone's open ahead of me, I'd usually give up the pass, because a lot of coaches growing up, they always said that passing is a lot quicker than just dribbling yourself. So whenever I see someone open, I'm just going to give it up right away.
Okay, so we just got some great information from Daniel on squaring up and not putting the ball on the floor too early before we see the floor. Now we're going to get some tips from him on half-court point guard concepts. So if you're handling the ball for your team, you want to have some concepts that you can fall back on that will help you execute team offense.
Let's go, Lucas. Nice.
Shoot it!
Okay.
Excellent. Let's do that again.
Let's just see it. Nice.
Beautiful.
So I thought Lucas, you did a great job of dribbling up the court, having your eyes up, right when you saw it. Is it Talia, right? Yeah. So good job of when you caught it, you didn't dribble it right away, right? You kind of saw, you maybe gave a shot fake and you just took it strong to the basket and made your layup. So now I want to, what's your name, Ben? I want Ben to be point guard here, Talia go over here, and Lucas over there. We'll try it again, okay? Remember to keep your head up, and now let's pass to Ben on this side now. All right, let's see it. Go. Nice.
Nice move.
Good, good. In this situation, there's 3 offensive players, right, and 2 defense. So sometimes when Lucas is dribbling up, or Ben dribbling up and passes to Lucas, he may get stopped by a defender. As we said, the cross-court pass probably isn't going to be there. So the easiest pass would probably be back to Ben for like an elbow jump shot. So let's try that one. Nice. Good try, good try. Yeah. I want you to give it to Lucas, and he's going to go for a layup. So now Lucas, go for a layup when you get it, okay? Nice. Go, go, go. Nice.
Nice. That's a great putback.
Okay. The main thing I want to tell you guys for today is that when you're dribbling at the ball, always have your eyes up, okay? That's the first thing you have to know as a point guard. Because if you're dribbling with your head down, you never know, if you're dribbling this way, you never know if people are coming from that side to double team you, or they might steal it, right? So if you have your head up, you see the whole floor, right? And that makes your job so much easier. And it usually leads to a good open shot for you guys. All right?
Thank you, Daniel. Lucas and I are gonna go over some of the things we just learned. Can you tell the camera some big things in handling the ball as a point guard?
When you're going up the court, you want to like keep your eyes up so you can see everyone that's on the court to see if like a man's open or something. But you also want to like move after you pass the ball, because sometimes the person you pass to might like get trapped or stuck, and then they're gonna need some help, and then it could be you that comes over to get the pass again, and then play goes on, and yeah.
That's excellent. Thank you, Lucas. So I think Lucas caught it. Keep your eyes up. Be willing to give up the ball. Once you give it up, let's be ready to catch it again so we can do work in our homework hoops.
I was born from the bottom, but raised to the top. I was born